I offer you true worship, Lord. I never thought I could worship you this way. I never thought I could enter in this place. Lord, I never thought I could see your face. But I'm standing here today, worshiping you, Lord. Oh, Lord, worshiping you, Lord. Oh, Lord. I never thought worship was so amazing, until I found you in this place. Oh Lord, whatever you're doing in me, Lord, is working, yes. And I'm standing here today, worshiping you, Lord. Oh Lord, worshiping you, I worship. Worship you this way, oh Lord, and I'm standing here today. I'm standing here today. Lord, I'm standing here today. Yeah.